What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. Today I'm going to switch it back up again and we're going to look at some American Bandstand returns that I recently got back. If you didn't get a chance, definitely check out my 150th episode where I kind of feature some American Bandstand cards for the first time on this channel that I got back signed through the mail. But I also want you to check out, if you get a chance, the kind of the showcase of the American Bandstand set. And let's just jump right into this. So this first one is returned from Johnny Tillotson on 1 and 2. And his song may not be as popular as the other two that I'm going to share with you in this episode, but you may or may not know it. His big hit was Poetry in Motion, and it's one of those, I don't know how else to explain it, late 1950s, early 1960s malt shop type of songs. He also did a cover of Earth Angel, which was popularized by the Penguins previous to that, but he did a cover of that as well during his career. Not a major, huge star, I would say, by any means, but his Poetry in Motion song is very popular, even till this day a little bit. His song Poetry in Motion actually is pretty popular. I believe somebody did cover that as well later on. His song Poetry in Motion is pretty popular. It's, not a radio hit that's still played on the radio today or anything by any means. But it's an alright song. Definitely give it a listen right down below. I'll definitely link it if you want to listen to it and give this guy credit for his great music abilities. Alright, so this next one, you're definitely going to know the song, but you may not know the artist behind the song. And that is B.J. Thomas. And he signed both cards for me. And he also signed the protective index cards that I also included in the envelope. So very happy to actually get 4 of 4 back from B.J. Thomas. So before B.J.'s big hit that I'm going to tell you about in a second, Mark James hit Hooked on a Feeling. And everybody knows Hooked on a Feeling. That's still, played on the radio today and also probably in commercials or anything like that. But in 1969, Thomas would release Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. And the popularity of this song came from, it was featured in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and ever since then that song has been everywhere. I guess would be the best way to put it. And B.J. Thomas, you can see that he obviously won an award right there because of the song, as he's holding his award right there on the picture of the card there. And this is just one of those songs that has lasted the test of time. I mean, I think it's even on an episode of The Simpsons, if I recall, if I'm not mistaken. But you still hear this song on the radio today if you listen to the Oldies channel, and very good, great song, very creative. Very happy to get B.J. Thomas 4 times. I wasn't even expecting to get an index card signed, but that was very cool of him to sign those for me. So very happy to add B.J. Thomas to my collection as well. Alright, so I saved this one for last because I knew this return because he actually put his home address on the return envelope. And this is somebody that I only can get one half of the band, and you'll understand what I mean by saying that. And this is a return from Dean Torrance himself of Jan and Dean. And Dean Torrance, as you can see, signed that. Dean basically is his autograph with a T. But he also included this really neat business card promoting his website, Jan and Dean website. And on the other side, he personalized it to me, Joel and Joy, Dean Torrance, jananddean.com. So definitely check out that website if you're interested in learning more about Jan and Dean. And this one was kind of cool too. He didn't sign it. I kind of wish he would have, because this is a unique business card as well. But there's a picture of Jan and Dean, and on the reverse side, he is promoting Huntington Beach, California, also known as Surf City, USA. The reason that he promotes Huntington Beach, California, that is where he was born, and that is what inspired him to write, along with Jan, the hit Surf City. And a lot of people listen to Surf City and they just assume that's the Beach Boys because their sound is very, very similar to the Beach Boys-esque sound. The Beach Boys kind of laid the platform for that type of music, and then a lot of other musicians came about because of that platform that the Beach Boys laid, and Jan and Dean are examples of that, and they wrote the song Surf City. And you still hear Surf City, even to this day, like I said. Turn on the oldies, you'll hear it on there. Also, you might catch it form or another, whether, I think even in a video game, I've heard it played before, not necessarily sang, but at least, the music from Surf City. And definitely give it a listen down below. They had a couple other hits around the same time. They had another song that also came out called Drag City, and that's talking about drag racing, back in the 1960s and the late 50s. Something that, this is just an era type of song. Obviously, they don't drag race today, at least hopefully not too much like they did. They also had a song called Dead Man's Curve that was pretty popular the following year in 1964. Jan Berry is no longer around. He passed away in 2004. However, Dean Torrence still promotes the Jan and Dean songs, as you can see on the card there. But very happy to add Dean Torrence to my autograph collection. I'm also very happy to get B.J. Thomas back as well. And I'm also happy to get Johnny Tillotson back, as all these guys were great musicians and still are great musicians. I enjoy their music. Very happy to get all of them back. I hope you enjoyed another episode of featuring the American Bandstand cards. Look forward to your comments below. Thanks.